What are you modeling, girl?
Yeah. Seriously. It's so true. I love when people try and hide
they are models, so I'm not mad at that.
Modeling digs. Hi, I'm Sylvia Sage.
Hi, and I'm Wesley Woods.
And welcome our special guest for the day,
Kayla Paige.
Woo! Welcome back to another episode, guys, of
Sexy.
Funny.
Raw. And today we're getting very raw. We wanted to give you the top 10 tips that we think you're going to need if you want to join us in the porn world. We're calling this episode Porn Academy.
And session is in.
In no particular order, 10 things we think you should know.
Yeah, let's give them to them.
Use porn to explore. That is something I definitely did. But also, know your limits.
Yeah, I totally took the opportunity of getting into porn to figure out what I like, what I don't like, and what the viewers like, because at the end of the day, it is about money.
Yeah,
What about y'all?
Definitely did. I was so Manila when I came in. I'm still pretty Manila, but now I'm like, I've tried some things.
What is Manila? Like a mom vanilla?
Yeah, it totally is. It's like, you know, like basic. Yeah, it's like basic stuff, you know? Like
I get it.
I came in with a little like knowledge, but nothing to what I have now. And
Yeah.
mainly I've just learned what I don't like. But I've learned a lot of what I do like as well.
Well, hey, I think part of learning what you don't like is knowing what ultimately you do like, right?
Amen to that.
Yeah. What about you?
Absolutely.
Did you get in and do a little exploring?
I did a lot of exploring because
Yeah.
I had a really negative outlook on sex, and so I had to use it in order to, like, you know, get familiar. I knew that if one day I was going to have a family and be happy and fall in love, then sex had to be something that I could,
Healthy.
right, you know, put in a healthy, you know,
It's
aspect.
true.
So I did, and I used porn to explore in that aspect, but I definitely made sure that I didn't do anything. And for me, it was just about making sure I didn't do anything on camera that I wouldn't have done in my personal life. So it may have been my first time on camera,
Yeah.
but it was like, would I do this at home?
You would try it at home.
I would try it at home.
See, I
Yeah.
took the opposite effect. I was like, I'm gonna be on camera, bitch. I'm gonna do it all. I want people to talk about it. I want people to be bothered by it. I want people to know that it's me.
He's a star.
That's our baby.
But I'm not mad at you, hey, because you're still in it. We're still in it. You're a star. She's a star. And everyone has their own walk and journey through the industry.
Absolutely.
I'm on TV. Oh shit! First cops, now this. Oh man, I'm be a star, son.
What can you tell us about Drew?
Well, she had the fat ass, son. I mean, it was like bang.
Be aware of your mental health.
That is so important. I feel like people are constantly trying to bring you down.
Yeah.
Yes.
People will see that you are happy and that you're successful, and God forbid you have an opinion, and they will be like, put a dick in your mouth, you don't matter.
That's all you're good for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it can be too much, and that's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay to say, hey, it's too much. Go see a therapist.
I
But
mean,
maintain your mental health.
I did that. I mean, I've been very honest
Yeah.
about needing time away from the scene and
Yeah.
doing so much. I took time away. I'm like, I just needed to be like,
Yeah.
time out.
Yeah.
I am not doing this the right, healthy way. I need to reassess where I'm going with this and
Yeah.
why I'm in this.
And
Same.
reading comments can be like,
Oh, don't.
Don't read the comments.
What? Because you already know what they're going to say about you. It's not good.
they're there to hurt your feelings.
Of
Like
course.
almost no one comments like with a positive thing.
They're trolls. They have nothing
Yeah.
better to do.
Yeah.
So don't read the comments.
Don't read the comments.
Yeah. I feel like any time that they give a negative comment, I should be able to like go onto theirs and be like, you look a little chunky on New Year's, don't ya? You
Right.
know, like just
Look
go
hydrated
like,
much?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean.
But I don't
you know.
sink to your level.
Yeah.
Right.
Better than that.
Yeah, we're mature.
I see you're drinking 1%. Is that because you think you're fat?
No, it's okay to say no and be comfortable walking out.
A to the man.
I don't know a lot of situations. I do know a few, I think, on gay sets where there has been maybe certain problems, but I feel like really it's kind of a lot of the younger girls that really deal with some of the pressures of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Fair?
Yeah.
You
That's
came in
fair.
young.
It's a fair assessment. I came in at 18, 19 years old. And
Wow.
Yeah, I was very young. Honestly, in my opinion, this is a very controversial opinion.
Okay, here we go.
I don't think you should be able to do porn until you're 21.
Oh.
I said 25.
Oh.
Right. How can you go get wasted, go like do all these things
You
at
definitely-
21, but you can go get a gangbang and fuck up your whole like mental health, like not being prepared for what's actually being ensued. Even though at the time you might think you like it, but like, are you really like your brain hasn't even like finished growing?
Fully developed.
Man, this is an
that's
interesting.
terrifying.
So drinking age should be at 18 is what you're saying, because I still want to have sex with gangbangs at 18. I'm just kidding. I mean, this is I've actually never even had anyone, I think, ever say or mention this kind of idea to me
Really?
before. Yeah, but it's kind of a smart idea. I mean, I can see where there are major benefits from waiting, especially when you're younger and you're a little bit more
So,
impressionable.
yeah, I think our advice here is wait to
Wait.
get into porn until you're a little bit older, until you've experienced some sort of life
Right.
outside of pornography, until you've known what the real world has to offer, and then when you get tired of that, you can come to porn.
Yeah.
We'll
I didn't
always
even-
be here.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. I didn't even get in until I was 29.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was 30.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
You died.
High
But
five
hey,
to wait.
18 this thing, I'm jealous
I
because
know, I wish I
could have
would've
stacked
started.
paper away at 18.
That's what I'm saying.
I burned it all.
That happens.
Yeah, we were making a lot of money.
Yeah.
It all went up my nose.
Yeah.
Yo, what is that, man?
What does it look like?
Looks like coke.
Yeah, it smells like Coke too.
Name your brand properly. I wish I would have done this. I named my brand horribly. I think that my brand in general I like the stand-up comedian part, but I named my company Sylvia Sage Incorporated, which I think is one of the dumbest things I could have ever done.
Why is
Why
that
is
bad?
that? Yeah.
Because now when I go to like apply for something or use my company and they're like, oh, Sylvia Sage Inc., what is that? And then they can just Google
Oh.
it and be like, hi, well, Sylvia Sage is jumping up and down on that penis with that woman.
She needs some sage in her
Yes,
Sylvia.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is something I never took into consideration until she said it. And I was like, wait a second. Well, obviously, Sylvia Sage and Kayla Paige.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I'm Kayla Paige Incorporated.
No!
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I am. And so, like, I sit there and think about it now. Like, I don't give a shit who I tell, but
Right.
but at the same time, like,
Companies will deny you for something like
right, it's known
that.
to
Like
happen.
banks, loans, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I wish I would have just named my company like Blankets. Something like so generic.
Blanket.
Like just whatever, like blankets
Index
and
cards.
pillows.
Yeah.
Index
Post-its.
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, something very simple in general that couldn't
Right.
be like questioned. You know?
Wine Corp.
Yeah.
We worked with a girl the other day that named herself like something marketing and blah
Right.
blah blah, and she was like, and occasionally like somebody will be like, oh, I need a marketing girl, and she's like, yeah, no.
Not your girl.
I'm not taking on any new clients.
Yeah. I am $1 million an hour. If you can afford it, I'm your marketing girl.
There you go. She was there when I had to trademark. I was talking to like the legal people about trademarking my name the other day, and they were like asking for a specimen. And I was like,
How specific.
I already sent you pictures.
Specimen, I'm thinking of like semen.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I go, I was on the phone and I go, how graphic are we getting? And she's laughing in the bathroom, like, what is going on?
Okay. All done.
Oh, okay. I would say read a contract before you sign it.
Yeah, that's
Or have a lawyer look over a contract before you sign it. I accidentally signed a 5-year contract when I first started because I had no idea what I was doing with a horrible agency.
And just extremely excited because someone is offering
Yeah.
and you're new into the industry.
Yeah.
This is how it's supposed to work.
And
This is
you
what
want,
you want, right?
money and success, and this person has promised you this, but everyone is promising you everything. So read everything, know what you're getting yourself into. And like we said before, be able to walk away from it.
And
Yeah.
also know that just because it's in a contract doesn't mean you can't get out of it. There
Yeah.
are people that can help you, but don't get yourself into that position in the first place.
Yeah, for sure. And don't be afraid to reach out to other performers. I mean, we are each other's backbone and colleagues. And yeah, some of us get on each other's nerves and there's tit for tat and all that bullshit going on. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to rely on your community. So
Amen.
reach out to people. Oh, I get one.
She said amen.
Everyone in your life will know you did porn. They will talk about it. It will come up. Your mom will have to defend you at the grocery store. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Do y'all have any specific stories that
Oh, I mean,
when
I just love it because like I recently spoke to someone I went to high school with, and he obviously still speaks to people we went to high school with, and he was like, oh girl, if you would have known what people were saying about you. And I'm like,
Oh, I
I'm
knew.
aware.
Right.
I am so aware of what people from my small town are saying, and I love that that's like their thing. They're like, well, what you do now. And I'm like, what I do now is make a lot more money than you do.
That's where the confidence comes back in.
Yeah.
Confidence. You have to be
Right.
confident in everything that you do and know that like you have to like stick to your commitment. If you're going to get in this industry, you have to be strong. Very strong.
Name that brand, stick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, know who you are and know what your boundaries are.
I know everyone's gonna know, so don't try to hide it.
No.
Just
No
don't
reason.
bother.
I always, there's always, well, like when I used to shoot, there would always be like 1 or 2 guys I'd shoot
My
every
parents
single
don't
year.
know.
No one knows. My
Yeah.
parents don't know. My girlfriend doesn't know. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, how?
where do they think you are?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
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 How do they think you're getting money?
Right.
Like, it doesn't
I tell
make-
them I'm a model, and I'm like, in every picture you have your shirt lifted up, showing
Right.
your nipple. What are you modeling, girl?
Yeah. Seriously.
It's so true. I love when
But
people
I
try and
mean,
hide
they are
it.
models, so I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Modeling digs.
And tits!
I don't get this dress. One of my apples keeps rolling out of the bag. But I like the story it tells with the fringe.
You're gonna have to rock a thong with this.
Oh, no, I don't wear thongs. I have a very fussy taint.
Know what you're willing to do and for what amount. Everybody has a price, and that's okay. But know what yours is.
Yeah.
Yes, get your agent to make a list of all the things, all of the sexual acts that you could possibly perform, and get to know what each of those phrases are, so that you can check off your yeses, your nos, your
Maybe
Maybe.
today.
What were things in the beginning that were, I talk about like when I first saw the yes and no list, like I didn't know what so many of the things were. Did you know coming in what everything was? You were a baby, so
I was-
probably not.
No, I didn't. And I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Did you see the ATM? Did you have to ask?
Yeah,
what
I had to
ATM
ask.
was? Yeah, I was like, what is
Why would you have an ATM here?
Yeah, you're like,
Do we do cash withdrawals? Or
Because I like that.
I love cash
I-
withdrawals. Can I check a
Oh,
yes to
yeah.
that? They're
Yeah.
like, that's not what that is.
Yeah, no. That's
It is taking something from
your
Right,
your A
to your M.
right.
to your M in one fell swoop.
It's never my idea. These young girls today get all horned up and they tell you to go ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth, Randall.
You sound like my mom. Bex, do you ever go ass to mouth?
You never go ass to mouth.
You're always down for an ATM transaction?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure,
I know you've
baby.
never done an ATM transaction.
I actually have.
Oh, you have?
You
done
have?
an ATM?
Yeah, because I've done anal with girls.
Oh, okay.
And with my ex-husband,
Oh,
I did
okay.
anal, but that was a shit show.
Was it now?
But that leads us to one of our other ones.
Know your body. Know how to douche and how to enema.
Oh, so that's why it was a shit show.
I didn't know, you know?
A lot of people don't know when you
Right.
come into the industry. A lot of women don't know how to douche or enema. I don't know. Do a lot of gay men know how to enema when they come in? Or
Okay,
is that
honey.
a
I think
learned-
first off, that's learned. I
Yeah.
guess everyone is aware that poop comes out of there, but how to clean
How
that
to
out
make sure you
is a
can
different
stop
story.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you definitely need to learn before you get into the industry because those mistakes are not what anybody wants to hear. But we will talk stories about you until the end of time.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm sure we've all heard stories of the girl who drank the douche.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that story really well.
So they told her to go douche, and so she came back, and like they started having sex, and they could tell that she was like creamy. And they were like, "Honey, did you douche?" And she was like, "Yeah, I did." And it's like making me a little sick to my stomach. And they're like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, I drank the whole thing, and I didn't notice anything."
I cannot! This is why straight people should not be allowed to have children.
I agree with that.
Those little douches that come, I don't
Yeah.
ever douche with that
you
saline
can't.
water.
Oh
And-
no, not the
terrible
water.
for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Dump
some
that
people
out.
will dump that shit out.
Right.
Yeah, that
'cause
will mess
you
you
will
up.
shit if you don't.
Which is
Yeah.
another thing that people don't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, rinse the stuff in the bottle out and replace
Fill it
it
with
with
water.
regular
Tap water.
water. Regular
Yes.
tap
Yeah.
water. Clean yourself with that. But
Yeah.
yes, ladies, gentlemen, make sure you know how to clean yourself.
Or
Yeah.
just get a shower attachment, put it up to the shower, and just shove that thing up your butt and shoot it out right then and
Shove
there.
the whole shower handle up your butt.
But that's
Well,
definitely.
it's a little thing. It's like this big. It's like that big around.
We
and
all
just,
have different showers, I think.
No, it's attachment. You put it to the
An
attachment,
attachment.
and then you like turn it on, and
It's like
the
an
hose.
enema attachment.
You
Yeah.
you can also just kind of have it like.
Okay,
As a
this is
shower thing.
also fun fact. Do
Yeah.
they sell this on Amazon?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Yes. I'll show
Done
you when
deal.
we're done here.
And last but not least, be a goddamn professional. This is a job. Treat it as such. Show up on time. Make sure that you are clean. Make sure that you are ready. Make sure that you have all the supplies that are there and required for you to shoot that day. Make sure you are COVID tested, STD tested. Be there. Have a good attitude.
Have
do
your
your
wardrobe.
do your fucking paperwork. Do a smile. Make a great scene and go home with a paycheck, kids.
Yes.
There you have it. I don't
Seriously.
have to say nothing else to that.
That's a
Seriously.
Porn 101, a porn academy from 3 of your top performers in the industry. You're welcome, kids. That's it for today. If you like what you saw, click subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.